Listen carefully. That isn't wind. It isn't machinery. It isn't music. That is a planet speaking. Those crackling pulses are real radio waves captured from the magnetic storms of Saturn, converted into sound. It doesn't whisper, it roars. And for centuries, we thought it was peaceful. A golden ornament floating in the dark, a jewel suspended in silence. But Saturn is not peaceful. It is controlled chaos, wearing a crown. And today, we are going inside.
From Earth, Saturn looks delicate. Thin rings,
Soft light, calm stripes. But Saturn spins once every 10.5 hours. That speed is violent. So violent, the planet flattens itself. Its equator bulges outward. Its poles compress inward. It is shaped less like a sphere and more like something squeezed by invisible hands. This is not a solid world. It is hydrogen, helium, layer after layer of crushing atmosphere. If you tried to land, you wouldn't crash. You would sink. Through clouds, through darkness, through pressure rising beyond imagination. There is no ground waiting for you, only descent, and eventually, oblivion. From a distance, the rings look smooth, elegant, timeless. They are not. They are debris, shattered ice, broken rock, fragments of something that once held shape. They stretch nearly 300,000 kilometers across, but in many places, they are thinner than a city skyline. Inside them is chaos, trillions of fragments orbiting at extreme speed, colliding, shattering, reforming. A permanent blizzard in vacuum. Some scientists believe these rings are the remains of a destroyed moon, a world that wandered too close, a world that crossed the Roche limit and was torn apart. The crown we admire may be a graveyard. And even now, Saturn is pulling those fragments inward, slowly, relentlessly. The planet is consuming its own halo.
At Saturn's North Pole, there is something that should not exist. A perfect hexagon. 6 equal sides. Sharp angles. Storms are not supposed to form geometry. Nature prefers curves, spirals, chaos. Yet this shape has remained stable for decades. Winds inside it exceed 300 kilometers per hour. At its center spins a massive vortex, an eye staring into space. We do not fully understand why it holds its shape, but it does, and it keeps spinning. Every 29 Earth years, Saturn experiences a transformation. A storm erupts. Not regional, not continental, planetary. It expands until it wraps around the entire world. Lightning flashes inside it, stronger than anything on Earth. The golden planet turns pale, distorted, unrecognizable. Then slowly, it calms, as if nothing happened. Orbiting Saturn is Titan, a moon with a thick atmosphere. Stand there, and you would feel air heavier than Earth's. There are rivers, lakes, rain clouds, but the rain is methane. The lakes are liquid hydrocarbons. The temperature is minus 179 degrees Celsius. If you stepped into one of its seas, you would freeze solid. Titan looks familiar, but it is built from alien chemistry. A world that mimics life using the ingredients of something else entirely.
Closer to Saturn orbits Enceladus.
Small, bright, deceptive. At its south pole are fractures. From them, geysers erupt into space. Water vapor, ice particles, organic molecules. Beneath its frozen shell lies a global ocean. Liquid, salty, warm. Energy exists there. Chemistry exists there. In darkness, beneath ice, something could be alive.
To uncover these secrets, we sent Cassini-Huygens. For 13 years, it orbited Saturn. It studied the rings. It mapped Titan. It flew through Enceladus's plumes. Then fuel ran low, and a choice was made. To protect the moons, Cassini would end itself. In 2017, it plunged into Saturn's atmosphere. It transmitted data until the very last second. Then the signal vanished. Saturn kept nothing. Look at Saturn through a telescope. It is breathtaking, balanced, elegant, but beneath that beauty is violence. It shreds moons. It spawns planet-wide storms. It hides toxic oceans. It crushes anything that falls too deep. And one day, its rings will disappear. The crown will fade. The storms will quiet. Saturn will become just another giant in darkness. Temporary, like everything else. We call it the most beautiful planet in the sky, but perhaps it is the most honest. Because Saturn does not pretend to be safe. It shines brilliantly, while quietly reminding us that the universe was never built for comfort.